Hello everyone. It is Michelle, your Club Couture independent designer. We are still talking in the dark, but we are a step closer. I'll tell you about that. So join me. We're going to do this gingerbread village, okay? Welcome to my live. I am so excited that you're able to join me. We are going to have so much fun. Say hi as you come in so I know that you're here. If you are new and are not currently working with the designer, please just comment the word newbie and I will make sure to send you some Club Couture information. If you're watching the replay, hi. So what is Club Couture? We are a fun high-end DIY home decor company used to make different gifts and decorations from your home on a budget. So Club Couture has so many fun products. We have our Chalkology chalk paste, which is great for chalkboards where you can design and repeat as much as you like. We also have Couture ink, so you can make permanent on fabrics or glass or ceramics. We have hundreds of reusable silkscreen transfers, lots of fun tools, and a full assortment of different surfaces for all of your projects. You want to make sure you join my Chalkaholic VIP group. This is where there's so much more fun and there's specials. You can also sign up for a workshop. I love to hold workshops and share my love of Club Couture. We also have Club Couture. This is a fun mail subscription where you get an exclusive transfer and chalk paste sent to your home every month for the low price of $19.99. You can also host your own private party, get your friends and family together and make your own projects. You can also become a designer and start your own empire. There's so many different ways with Club Couture to make money. If you are excited about any of these things, please just send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So don't forget, in my Chalkaholic VIP group, if you post a picture of your finished project, you will be entered in a drawing for a free transfer every month. How exciting is that? So without further ado, let's go on and let's chalk this project. Thank you so much for helping me, and let's chalk. Hello, you guys. It is Michelle, your Club Couture independent designer. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for sprinkling. Sprinkling just means, hey, Samantha, that Vanessa has shared the video. Hopefully you click the share so that it gets counted into our share box, which I actually have here ready to go. So we are going to pick a sprinkler today. Okay, I just wanted to see something here. So we are going to design something fun today. And this is a fun set, except half of the set has already sold out. Actually, before it was even able to be on sale to customers, it sold out. But there is part of it that is still available. So I will show you. It has two transfers that you could use by themselves. I won't tell you much about this one. This one is the Gingerbread Village bookstore right here. See those cute little, look at all the detail in there. This one is sold out, but they're talking about bringing it back. The reason why they weren't sure is because they also sold out of the houses, which I'm going to show you next. So those go together, but we do have the Gingerbread Firehouse Village that's still available. And this one has a library on it, a firehouse, just really cute. There's a bakery. So just because it's called Firehouse, there's a lot more than just a firehouse. And this also comes with its own house. So I'm going to show you what these look like, okay? They are talking about making a digital file, and I hope they do, because that would mean that I could cut these on the laser cutter. Wait till you see how amazing these are. So look, it has this, and it has this house here. So it's 2 packs of 3, but they all can go together like this. So then you have a whole village like this. Isn't that adorable? And you can set it on display. But what I've done instead, and you can do that on either side, this was supposed to be the starter set, and then you have the ones that go with the firehouse. just going to take these apart. But you see what I mean, how they all go together? Aren't they cute? But the transfers can also be used without these. But these are fun little double-sided wood pieces. So you can only design on them once. But what I did was I took the name literally. And as soon as I saw this, I knew what I wanted to do on my mantle. I want to make a gingerbread village. So looky here. I went ahead and took our camel. Oh my gosh, where did I put the camel? I can't lose camel because I still have, did I leave it upstairs? Hold on. I still need to do one piece in camel. Did I leave it upstairs? Oh, I hope I have a single because I don't want to hobble up and come back down. I thought I brought it down with me. It's got to be down here. You've got to be down here, camel. I'll take a look. But I went ahead and did these pieces. Hey, Julie, in camel, that I hope I brought it down. And I have one piece left. I'm going to show you how I did it. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I have a camel single. Hold on a second. I thought I brought down my camel earlier. Oh good, I have a single. Not that I don't love you guys, but I'm having some pain today. I need to stay off of, oh, is that it? Hold on. Here it is, thank goodness. Camel. My husband is at the Orioles game. It's that left me in charge of the dog and all of that. And my son has a sore throat today, so he didn't go to football. So it's just been us. So what I did was I took some of my camel and I put it in a little dish here. And then I added a little bit of water. And then I just made a fun little paste. And I like to go with the grain on these wood pieces. I feel like it goes in a little better. And I went ahead and just did this. I dry brushed it a little bit and put some water because I do like to be able to see the wood grain behind. I didn't paint it so that it was completely covered. But you can if you want to. You could even do a couple different coats if you don't want to see any of the wood behind it. I like the wood look. So we are going to go ahead. I'm just showing you quickly. That's why I did the other one, so you didn't have to watch me paint all of them. But I'm just going to paint my camel on. And you could do both sides. If you're going to put this somewhere where someone can see both sides, go ahead and do both sides. There we go. Put this over here. I'm just going to dry it a little bit with this because I did wax these. Hey, Terry. I did wax these because they're wood. And I always wax my wood pieces. Terry is a fellow camo lover of mine. It's a little chilly. It was a little cold out today. Not that I did anything outside, but it's cold. I'm going to use my dry tool and just dry this. But I have an idea. I change my mantle every single year. And once these came out, I knew I had never, ever done a gingerbread theme across all of my wall shelves and my mantle. And I thought, well, here we go. This will be a great start to that. All right. Let me just see. This may be too... I added more water than the other pieces. So I'm trying to think. Well, they look about the same. Yeah, I don't need to add another coat. And then what I did was I took... this one. I took my surface wax and I just put a layer of wax over. And I'm just going to wax it now because you really should wait about 15 minutes after you wax to buff it off. And then it really cures in about 12 to 24 hours. If you have thick wax, like my wax is a little old because I have been not doing a lot of wood projects, what I do is I just use my dry tool to heat it up a little bit and it helps it spread. Terry, I thought about making a pumpkin roll today, but I didn't. I didn't sleep well last night. You probably are wondering why I look like such a mess, but I woke up in the middle of the night because My son was sneaking downstairs to watch TV, and I could hear him, and he accidentally let go of the puppy. So the puppy was in my bed. Samantha was in the bed. Samantha, the puppy, and my husband were all in symphony. So I did not really sleep well, and then I was up super early. So we'll keep that to the side and buff that one. But you can see this transfer here. We're going to go ahead and design our village, and then we're going to add some fun stuff to it, okay? And then I will have at least one of my shelves done for the holiday. Have you guys started decorating for the holiday? Hey, Teresa. All right, so this transfer has all of this. There's even wreaths on here that you can design if you want to add wreaths to your houses. And I'm just going to cut them. Like this. But it's so amazing because if you have both sets, if you did order both sets from the beginning, you can interlock them all together or you can separate them. I'm going to have mine separate. I'm going to have 6 on one shelf and 6 on the other. But they're all going to have this gingerbread theme. And then wait till you see it. I cannot wait. I have ideas you guys are going to be helping me with all the way until the holidays. But I have a lot of ideas with some of our stuff that's going to give me a full gingerbread mantle. Using our Club Couture. I can't find the marker that I want. Here it is. All right, so I'm just going to number these so that I know which backer sheet goes to them. This is going to be number 1. And you can see now the backs are a yellow color, so you don't mix up which is the front or back. 3, 4. And yes, if you don't want the houses, these can be used on any chalkboard and you can make your own village. 6, which might be a little bit of it's swollen today, Teresa. It's I don't know. It is swollen. Okay, so we have these. So we have that one goes with that. This one goes with the one we just waxed. This one goes here. I'm just gonna match them up. This one goes here. Look at that beautiful church. I didn't even realize that was a church when I first opened it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead. These are gonna go really fast. I just dropped my houses. Let me pick them up. I'm just gonna go ahead. I have to pick them up or the pup will find them. Teresa, I was meaning to message you anyway. I was catching up upstairs with stuff. And I owe you some paste packets, but the post got deleted that you responded to with what colors you wanted. So you're going to have to tell me again your colors so I can get that in the mail to you. So this one looks like a fun little village home. There's little hearts and stuff on there. I'm just going to fuzz it. Fuzzing just means that I am softening that adhesive. Like this. And then I'm going to put it right on this house. I cannot wait. So my husband went this morning. When he asked me if he can go to the Orioles game, I said, sure, but you have some homework to do. One of them was hanging something in my office. When Julia and I came back from Philadelphia, we stopped at IKEA and I got something for my office. So he hung that for me. And then he went and got 2 lights for the basement. But he got 3-foot lights instead of these 4-foot lights. So he had to go back before the game. So they're in his car, but he's at the Orioles game. So hopefully when he comes back, he's going to... There's orange in my white. Let me get that out. He's going to give me light down here so I can see. I'm just using bright white because I have other plans for this. I don't need this to be like shimmer frost because we're going to add shimmer after we're done. So I'm taking some of the bright white and I am just going to chalk right over. And remember, I have chalk paste underneath, so I'm trying not to press very hard on here because the paste is semi-permanent. And even though I have a small layer of wax in between, the wetness is going to make it think that I'm trying to wash it away. So if I'm rubbing it with a new squeegee with this wet paste, it's going to think I'm trying to wash it off. So you want to make sure that you don't press down too hard and that you just go quickly, unlike what I'm doing right now. Okay, so this is our first little house, and then I'm going to peel this away. And the reason why I waxed it is because, oh, this is so cute. I didn't want any of that chalk paste to come up. And this is such a detailed design that I didn't want it to smudge or go into the grain of the wood. Look how stinking cute this is. Look at that detail. I'm just gonna dry it for a second. Does anybody else like gingerbread? Now, if you go to my chalk site and pull up this transfer, it does not look like how I'm doing it. They did it very, very colorful with all different colors. I want a gingerbread village, just like how it's called, Gingerbread Village. Thanks, Julie. I'm gonna go ahead and fuzz the next one. This one's a church. There's a little steeple at the top. And I'm gonna put the steeple right there. As soon as I saw this, Teresa, these are camel. You might have hopped on right after because I did paint one live, but the rest I painted earlier today, so you didn't have to watch. I was like, well, I can't sit here and watch football all day. I did watch the Ravens game. We lost. Which is actually a funny story because when my husband's friend asked him to go to the game today, he thought it was the Ravens game. But the Ravens game is away in Pittsburgh anyway. But he's at the playoff game with the Orioles. And these are not chalkable chips, Teresa. These are wood. And they're double-sided. And then we'll go ahead and lift this one up. Oh, it's beautiful. That wax worked perfectly because the paste is settled right on top of that small layer of surface wax. And it looks perfect. I picked to do the firehouse first because it is available for sale still. We still have Transfer Palooza, so if you want to get this transfer, remember it's buy 3, get 1 free. Also, if you are a Club Couture member, once you reach $100 in your cart, you're going to get that London and a pack of board erasers for free. But I'm going to be, me too, Vanessa, it's so detailed. I'm going to be doing a finish on this after we're done. And I'm not sure how it's going to look. And if it looks bad, then I can replace it. I can replace it with what's in stock and then do the other ones. This one is another little house, part of the village. It doesn't have like a designated type of shop or anything. It's just part of the village. I love how it has little windows and doors and little hearts on there. But do you see how fast and easy this is? But I will say, if you're going to do the technique I'm doing, I would recommend you pick up some of the surface wax. But if you are going to just do any color, like you could really get as detailed as you want. You could do the roof a different color. You can make the windows a different color. You could do each house a different color. I want mine to look like iced gingerbread. So I'm going to do it like this. But you can do this any way you want. And I just love how they all interlock to make a little village scene. because I have some ideas of what I'm going to put with it. It's going to be so cute. It's going to probably take me until Christmas to finish, so I'm glad you guys are here with me to share this fun. Oh, this is gorgeous. I thought this was going to be cute, you guys, but this is cuter than the cute that I thought it was going to be. I don't even know if I want to do the finishing steps because this already is amazing. It's actually quite funny because before these came out, I have some of the old house cutouts, and I thought, I wonder if I could turn those into gingerbread houses. Look at that detail. You're right, Vanessa. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I just can't with this. All right. We'll move on. This one is the actual firehouse. And I think Teresa picked this up because of her husband, right, Teresa? And we'll just put the firehouse right here. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can make a gingerbread man in a fire truck. Now the wheels are spinning. I don't think that was the best place to put it on. I love how the new transfers are transparent so I can see where I'm putting it. Look over here. Look at that big fire engine door. Just make sure that pile of projects to do. Well, if you haven't gotten it yet, your workshop bundle has been sent to you. And we'll go ahead and go like this. But yes, don't we all have a pile of things to do? At least it sounds like if you haven't started, you don't have a bunch of unfinished things undone. Hopefully. Just gonna go like this. This is our firehouse. When you peel back, I do peel back slowly because if you do have a lot of paste like this, you don't want it to fly and you don't want it to smudge as you're lifting. So lift straight away, slowly, so nothing smudges and nothing. Look at this firehouse. It is perfect. So nice. All right, just 2 more to go. I don't have a favorite. They all look so good, and the detail is amazing. This does not look like we just chalked. It looks like it was manufactured this way. I will say, Club Couture has really stepped up their game, haven't they? Between this and that nativity set, amazing. I am so excited for that nativity set. I just can't decide if I want to do it the way they show it or if I want to change it up a little bit. Look at that firehouse. Now we have the library. My first job in Maryland, when we moved to Maryland, I was in high school. My first job was a page in a library. My job was to put the books away that people returned. So I love libraries. True story. I always thought that if I had a daughter, which when we had Ezra, we didn't find out what we were having. And my name for a girl was actually Paige. Not because it was my first job. I just really like that name, Paige. So let's do our library. You can't have a village without a library, right? It kind of makes me want to look at the other transfer to see what else is there besides the school. Was it our school? I don't remember. I have to look at it. We'll look at it after we, oops, do the next one. Because even though this is called Firehouse, you may think it only has a firehouse, but no, it has a church. It has a lot. Oh, the bakery. The other one had the bakery, didn't it? Let's see. think I like the way you're doing it instead of using a bunch of colors. You think so? Well, I mean, it was called gingerbread, so this is what came to my mind at first. And once I thought about what decor I want to do this year, it kind of just was a no-brainer for me in my decor. Because I love gingerbread. I love gingerbread men. And then I have a bunch of other ideas that are pudgies that I'm going to incorporate with this. And then some other fun surprises that I'm going to do with you guys of things that don't even look like gingerbread that we're going to make look like gingerbread to decorate my mantle. Look at this library. Look at that detail. It's amazing. Okay, one more piece left and then we can move on to what I'm going to experiment with. We may only do one. I may not like it, but I got a few things to try. If I don't like it, I'm going to get another set and I'm going to leave it just like this. But if you're not outside of your comfort zone, you're not trying new things, then what are you doing, right? Oh no, this is the bakery. Yeah, we'll do this one. We need to buff. What did I do with my... I'll use this. That wax off. And this is the bakery. We're just going to chalk the bakery. Now the ones in the catalog that you can see online, it looks really cute in color. Don't get me wrong. But this was more of my vision of how I wanted to do this transfer. That's just what I love about Club Couture is that you can take the same stencil and give it to 100 different people and you might see it done 100 different ways. You have your own creative authority and you can do whatever makes your heart happy. Oh my gosh, look at that bakery. Look at the cake in the window. Oh my gosh. Okay. Make sure I don't have... I should dry it before. I didn't even realize. Look at that cake in the window. Oh my gosh. All right, let's dry this a second. And while they all finish drying, we're going to look at the other one and see what buildings are on that one, okay? And then we're going to move on to experiment. I should make sure these are still for sale and they didn't sell out because I don't want to ruin them. But I have to try this technique. Have to try it. We'll try it on one. Maybe the smallest one. I don't know. But they look so good. We'll have to make sure that they're fully dry as well before we do the next step. Okay, so the other transfer, which is called, oh my God, I just saw something super cute on this one. I didn't even notice. This one's called Bookstore, which is funny because the library is on this one. But this one has a bookstore and cafe. It has a schoolhouse. It has another house. It has a general store. It has another house. And it has a city hall. But what I didn't realize is right here. Little Christmas lights. You could put little Christmas lights on your buildings. So if you were doing something colorful, that would be amazing to put little Christmas lights on there. So we have a library, a firehouse, a bakery. Those don't have any names on them, just village houses, city hall, bookstore and cafe, a school Vanessa. There's a school Vanessa. in a general store. All right. So let's see what we have. Now the ones that don't have hinges on the outside are going to be on the end. And we can kind of figure out what order we want to put these in. You can mix and match them any way you want to. This is a corner. Maybe we'll kind of make them like this. And then they hook in. We'll just see. And then I'll have to unhook them to do the next portion. You see how cute this is? Look at that. And then these would stand up and you can pose them either way. I'm going to leave the tops white and you'll see what I'm going to do in a second. But let's just make sure they're dry so I don't mess them up when we do the next step. What do you guys think of my village so far? I think this is perfect. If we left it like this, I would be happy. But we got to try. We got to try something different. This is dry. This is dry. Our church is dry. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks, Vanessa. So there is something that I did. Oh, I forgot to put my bakery in there. The bakery will be somewhere in there. Now, when I made the gingerbread houses before, the gingerbread houses that came out previously, what I did was I chalked it and then I added this diamond dust to the chalk. I'm missing one, Teresa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or were you talking about this one? Were you talking about the bakery that I had on the side? So what we did was I chalked it and then I sprinkled this diamond dust while the chalk was wet. But what I didn't like about that is that it kind of flecked off. So we are going to Mod Podge some diamond dust on there. And then I have some Snow Tex. I've never used Snow Tex before, but I want that to be on the roofs to look like snow had fallen on top. So let's get our diamond dust. Let me get something so I don't make as big of a mess as I think I'm going to. Hold on. And what I have is I have some matte Mod Podge. I didn't want the glossy because I still want this to look like chalk. I don't want it to look... Oh my gosh, I'm nervous to do this. Has anybody ever done this with their stuff? Anybody ever play with diamond dust? Or it's going to remind me of the stuff that like at the craft stores they have that you're scared to touch because you don't want to get it all over your hands. Let's do this one first. And what we have is we have Mod Podge, and I'm just going to use a foam brush. I'm just going to put Mod Podge on one of my color trays. And it's going to look white, like Elmer's glue, but this is going to dry clear. Okay. What you want to be careful of is not really brushing too much on here because remember, your paste is water soluble. It's going to start to break down because it thinks you're washing it off. So I'm going to get a bit on here and I'm going to go in one direction straight down over my gingerbread house, okay? Just like this. And I'm going to try not to smear my chalk. And again, this is different than how we did it last year, so we'll have to see what we think. And then I'm going to take, and I'm going to sprinkle the diamond dust on top and kind of tamper it down. It's not as bad as glitter, but it can be messy. Okay. And this reminds me just like a gingerbread cookie. All right. Then I'm going to tap it off. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm in love. And it hasn't even dried yet. When this dries, it's gonna be clear, but look at that sparkle. So we'll put this aside. We're gonna do this to these, and then we're gonna add the snow text on top. What do you guys think? Do you like it without it, or do you like it with it? It looks just like a little gingerbread house. And this is only with one light in the basement. Now what we'll do, I grabbed a piece of parchment paper so that I can put it right back into the jar. And we'll move on to the next one. We will do this little house. Isn't it cool? I get a good bit on here because I don't want to rub the paste off. I'm just going to go in one direction, not too much. You don't need very much because we're only adding this little glittery substance. It's not like we're gluing something that has to stay. And remember, if you see that it is white, it's going to dry clear. See how easy this is? Ezra's upstairs talking to Winston like he's a baby. It's so cute. I'm just pressing it onto the Mod Podge. But I don't want it completely like covered. That's why I'm kind of taking it and tapping it to tap off any excess. If I have any that's way caked on, you can always brush it off. Or once the Mod Podge dries, some of it might also. I love it with the glitter. Hi, Christy. Yes. Look at that. And it's not as glittery as actual glitter like we did before, but this really gives it that really amazing coating. And you can find this just at your local craft store. All right, now we'll do our library. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to see once it's all dry, but I don't think I'm going to use my dry tool to speed it along. I just want it to go natural. Christy, how did your craft day go at the church? I was thinking about you on Saturday because I was like, I could be there, but I ended up seeing patients in the morning most of the day because I had taken days off to go to Club Couture event. So I worked until like 3 o'clock yesterday. But I have a massage tomorrow that I'm going to get to no matter what. I don't care if I have to Uber there. I'm going. And even if they can't massage my leg, I need my back and my shoulders done. All right, let's put more on this side. I didn't worry too much about the roof there that I have some of the camel because I am going to use that snow text, which I've never tried before. Oh, I can't wait to see this when it's dry. Just going to take some of that extra. That one got a lot on there. Look at that. This is our library. Look at that. It was good, thanks. We're at the Elks Lodge. Yes, you told me. Oh, you're right. I called it church, but I knew where you were. I knew where you were. I don't think I can come in November to tag along because that is the Mount Washington Pediatric Gala. Now we'll do this house. Hopefully I'm out of this boot in my gala dress. But that's one of our things every year. We like to go and support the hospital and the kids. See how fast and easy this is? what do you have plans for the other side? I don't know. I was going to do the same thing on the other side, but where it's going to be, no one's going to see the other side, Teresa. So I really haven't thought about it too much because it's going to be up against a wall where my village is going to be. Because I have these floating shelves on the wall where my mantle is. And I have other plans of things I'm going to pair with it. So no one's going to see the back. What a waste, right? Because it is double-sided. Look at this. I cannot wait to see it dry. Just 2 more houses to go. Then we'll play with the Snow Tech, which I may try it on something else. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I've never done Snow Tech before, but it looked like it would be cool, especially with the gingerbread. Let's add some sprinkles to our bakery. But yeah, so far this is definitely the way that I'm going to do the other set as well. And I'm going to have this village going across from one side of the room to the other, along with the other pieces that we're going to be making together. Just getting off some of the excess that's hanging off the sides. I have some hangers on there. Look at that. Look at, there's only 1 light down here. I can only imagine if I had 2 lights, how sparkly these are going to be. And then we just have the firehouse left. You can see a little bit goes a long way. I've had this container since last year, and it doesn't look like we have even put a dent in it yet. Uh-oh, here comes Puppy. Hi, Winston. Winston. He's down here.
Oh no, I'll finish your food.
Sam was down here. I think she went back upstairs. She got bored with my chalking. I love it too. Julie, if you're still on, did you notice how quickly he came down and got that dog from the basement? All right. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is the firehouse. I may knock some of the extra stuff around the word just because it's so much diamond. All right. Put my Mod Podge to the side. I'm going to take this, throw it out before I have diamond dust everywhere. And again, I am using the matte Mod Podge. You could, I am on just leaving the hospital. Oh, how's Mama doing? What was I saying? You can use the glossy if you want. This is just the matte because I don't want it to, I don't want the house to be shiny. I just want the sparklies to be shiny, if that makes sense. All right. I probably should have kept that paper here. So let's see how they look. Look at these. And like I said, they're still drying. So that Mod Podge is going to dry, and this is the finish we're going to have. But it's going to be a matte behind it. I'm not quite sure how to use Snow Tex. This is Deco Art Snow Tex. It is something that people add to their projects to make it look like there's snow on it. I've never used it before, but I always have seen it. So I got a small container. Well, I had my husband pick up a small container. It says, add the look and dimension of snow to holiday craft projects. Can be tinted with acrylic paint while wet or painted when dry. Stir gently. Apply with a dabbing motion using a brush, sponge, or palette knife. I don't have a palette knife. Allow to dry between coats, indoor use only, water-based, permanent, soap and water cleanup. I should have watched a YouTube. So, now I see. So I have a sponge. Didn't it say sponge? Yes, sponge. Should we try something else or just go for it? I mean, I say we just go for it. Maybe with one that's flatter like this. And I want to coat the top so it looks like that snow. I don't know. Maybe I need a smaller. Let's just go for it. I don't know. See this? It almost looks like putty. And I'm just going to have it kind of falling off. I don't know what I'm doing. Has anybody here ever used this stuff? When I Googled on Michael's, not Googled, but did a search for snow, looking for the fake snow, until I realized I can just use my my diamond dust. Okay, yes. It does look like little snow. I'm just gonna put that, and then you can kind of dab it like it says to give it dimension. Ooh, I didn't want that to fall onto it. Let's put that back in that container. What do you think, yay or nay? I say yay. And then it says let it dry between layers, so I guess you build it up on itself. We'll make sure that we have some on the top there, so it looks like. It reminds me of frosting. This is what I wanted it for. And you think of gingerbread cookies. I love the frosting part, so I'm just dabbing it across the top here. I'm gonna stand it up to look like the frosting on top of a cookie. And I'm just gonna make it textured. So there is house number one. You can see it from the front, you can see it on the top. And we'll put this down to dry. And then we'll move on to the next one. That was easy. I don't know how long it takes to dry, but I don't know if I'm gonna do more than one layer. But it does look like frosting, and I think the chunkier you do it, the better. So maybe that's why they say let it dry in between and then do another layer. But it does. I wonder if this is what people use for the faux food. I should ask Kim. She makes some faux food. Let's go like this. I'm gonna add more on this side. I want it to hang off the side a little bit, but I still want them to be individual and not going on to the next village house. Oh, I love it actually. Look at that. Put that there. I'm just gonna smooth it on just like frosting. Maybe that's why I like it. I feel like I'm icing a cookie. I'll have some kind of hanging off the front. Patch it up on there. Look at that, like a big snow dump happened right there. I guess I'll have to see what it looks like when it dries. I really should have Googled it to see if there's an actual technique. Look at the firehouse with snow on it. But I definitely think this adds just another dimension. And I want some of this to kind of have like that. See that? Like I'm not doing it uniform. Some places are a little thicker than other areas. See that? So it looks like it just snowed. Just gonna play with it and fluff it out. Now I'm sad I got such a small container. I want to say it was also under $3. Yes, it does get hard when it dries. Because it did say that when it dries, you could even paint it. It kind of reminds me of like cement in a way. But it has that texture. Do you see that? Put that one there. So I will see what it looks like when it's dry, because it says you can add in layers, but let each layer dry. So I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe I'll add another layer, and then I'll take a picture for you guys. Never used it before. And I was scared to do this. This is the church, so I don't want to cover the steeple. But I'll probably, on the next layer when it gets hard, is have it drape down, because it's hard to do it all in one piece. But I'll drape it down. This one's gonna go all across the top. It's a flat one. And it also hides any imperfections in my painting with the chalk paste. I'm not a painter by any means. So we can kind of have it. It does remind me of frosting. Ta-da! Okay, let me show you these houses. So this is one of the village houses. You can see that spark. Ooh, you can see the sparkle even better. And then it has the snow tech. I'm just gonna fluff that up right there. I don't have any idea what it's gonna look like when it's done. But layers one. I want to stand them up so it dries like that. We have our little firehouse with the snow on top. I'm gonna get a piece of that parchment paper, because I don't know if this is gonna like, and I know my husband's gonna be down here later replacing these lights. So let's put them like this. Look at that. These are beautiful. Maybe I'll just come back down here so you can see them easier this way. What do you think? My diamond dust is closed. So this again is the Gingerbread House Village. This firehouse one that I'm doing now is still available. Or maybe you're like Teresa and you already have it. I know, Teresa, you were looking for some inspiration of other people. I have not seen any designer studio posts about people designing them. I think people are still so into Halloween right now. I don't think there's been a lot of gingerbread going on. Stuff. There we go. So there is our gingerbread village. And once my snow tech is dry, I'll check it out, see if I want to add another layer, because, oh no, what it said was apply with dabbing motion, allow to dry between coats. Did I dab? Do you think my action was dabbing? Oh, I see. If you dab it, it does look more like snow. I think it looks good. All right. So this is our village. I cannot wait to put them all together. I'm just going to throw my sponge away. All right. So we'll see how it turns out. And then I can't wait to do the other one and then move on to finish the rest of the pieces. I'm going to go ahead and draw a sprinkle. There's a lot in here. I added everybody in. Quite a lot. And this person is going to get a little fun mail. And the winner. And Teresa, don't forget to send me those colors. Tammy Boyd. Tammy Boyd. Yours is right there. Actually, you know what, Tammy Boyd? I feel like I have another one for you that never made its way out because... Oh, no, maybe I did. Was it an envelope or was it the tag? We'll see. But anyways, here are my gingerbreads. And we'll see how it looks when they dry. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you